Hey everyone, we are back in black, and
What? What the hell?
we are. We're wearing black. All of us are. Daniel, we're getting ready for Christmas. You know.
Go. Just go.
We're black and Hakim is black.
I'm a little dark skinned, but that's fine.
Before we get too far, let's introduce our guest. Hakim is here with us. Our infamous, what do you call it? The
Creator? No.
the creator, I guess. The idea man behind the Listen, Sweetie.
I am honored and thrilled.
Yes. You can see it in his face.
Yes.
So, no, but yeah, we invited him because we've been talking about inviting him over, not only to elaborate and maybe correct some of the story we have behind the name, but also to just, have him drink coffee in front of us, pretty much. That's why we invited him.
I can't ask for anything else. I mean, to talk to you guys on your show, which like I said, I'm honored, and then drinking some coffee. I mean, this is great.
All right, so you heard that first. We don't have to pay him when we
Yeah.
become famous.
Actually, I copyright that line, so
Don't
sorry.
worry.
I'm gonna track down that lady who heard it first.
So she can be a witness in court. No, but yeah, thanks for coming in onto the show, Hakim. We're gonna talk about many things today. One of them being the name, and because I think we misunderstood based on we had a conversation right before we started recording because we wanted to kind of like prep for the show, and I think all the three of us misunderstood a little bit of the story behind the name and how it played out. So I'm gonna just hand it over to Hakim so he can kind of explain further and maybe shed some light into this horrible story.
Well, before we get into that, we have to go with our sponsor today.
Oh, Daniel, thank you for correcting me in front of everybody.
'Cause you're an idiot. Go on, Mach.
Hello, everybody. So today's episode is sponsored by Pretty in Eve. Pretty in Eve has a store-wide 50% off for the holidays. It starts now up until the New Year's. So this is a one-time only 50% off everything. Everything in the store is 50% off. So boys, if you love your girls and your wives, get her something nice.
Yeah, for all those boys that are out there married.
I think I need to get some for my mom though.
Yeah, you should.
I've seen the list. There's some cool stuff.
Yeah, there's
got.
a lot of good items.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys. PrettyNeve.com or at PrettyNeve on Instagram.
There you go. No, there's no excuse. If you don't have a gift, if you don't know what to get her, Pretty and Eve. Daniel, what are you getting, Mom? Pretty and Eve?
Yeah, I'll get her some stock and Pretty and Eve.
Some stock?
$100 this year.
That's it. Almost as high as Apple. All right. So now we can go back to the show. Is that okay, Daniel?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So then, Hakim, please proceed with this.
He has to run the show. I mean, in a way you're supposed to. In a way.
He's a producer,
In a
editor.
way you're supposed to. In a way. Go ahead.
I mean, you could probably sneak it in the middle of the show, but beginning is always good.
Yeah, that's when people are listening, because then people are gonna get bored halfway through the show. They're gonna cut off.
Basically, they're gonna do it.
Like, what is this crap, dog?
Once I start the
Yeah.
explaining. No, basically the name was fine. I mean, the way you guys said it was definitely when on the way to to Buenos Aires. It was in the plane. I was trying to like I didn't like my seat. It was there was a weird funky smell. And I was trying my best to be cool about it, but I was like, nah. I mean, there's a bunch of seats in the back that was available, and then I was also looking at the front of the plane. And once they close the door, I mean, at the end of the day, there's nobody else coming. So instead of just moving, like a lot of people do, I was trying to be nice, and I was like, yeah, let me just speak to one of the
Flight attendants.
Yeah, flight attendants. Thank you, sir. And in the beginning, she was like, "No, we can't do this." And then that's when I'm like, "Really?" Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, "Come on." There's a bunch of people in the back, so I'm like, trying to be nice about it. But
There's empty seats in the back, is that right?
Yeah,
There are a bunch of people in the back.
people or seats.
You said people.
What's in this coffee? What did you put in here?
I put your sugar.
But anyway, and then I was just being nice, and I said, "Listen, sweetie, could you please just tried to make this happen. I really don't want to be sitting here and and apparently that's pretty funny to you, Ronald. So I'm honored that your show is called Listen, Sweetie, and yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, it ended up happening. She didn't do it actually. Another lady came and then seemed way nicer. I didn't have to call her anything. I just said, "Could I please move my seat?" She was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "All right." And I just went on the back and got comfortable.
Was it awkward when the other attendant came and was like, "What are you doing here?"
She looked at me pretty weird, and I was just like, I just ignored her.
They're like, "Listen, sweetie, she let me do it."
It's like that Ben Stiller movie, like having an issue, getting on board. That's the
Oh,
best.
which one? The Meet the Fuckers?
Yeah, meet the parents. That was the best. And I happened another one too. Was it the last one? But they keep doing it. Yeah. I mean, that little scene, and I mean, airplane. Like when you get on an airplane, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. It should be cool. I mean, you're flying. You shouldn't have a hard time. But Ben Stiller, the way he does it is just the best.
The best.
You always gotta love it.
I don't remember that.
You know, Meet the Parents?
No, I don't remember that scene you're talking about. I've seen all of them, but I don't remember that.
Remember when he he has the ring in the bag and he can't check the bag, and then she keeps like, that doesn't fit there. You gotta check the bag.
Oh yes.
And he's like, take that little thing. It's just gonna
Yes.
Yeah.
But that is something that you encounter, like when you're trying to put your bag up right on top of your seat. That way you don't lose it, but it doesn't fit, and then they just take it. You don't know where. They're like halfway through the plane, and they're like on the other side, and you're like, what the hell? Where's my luggage?
Well, they already lost it at the beginning in the movie.
Oh, they
That
did?
same bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
Oh, Ronald, I guess we gotta watch that movie later.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember that, but no, in real life, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's when they just take your luggage and they're like, okay, don't worry, we'll take care of it. I'm like, no, don't take care of it. I just want it on top of my head.
I'll balance it for you, Ronald.
I got my personal stuff. Yeah, I want to watch it where it's going.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so there you go. There was a little bit of truth of what we said, but there's a little bit of differences too.
I was just surprised. I'm like, wow, the things I say to my friends are gonna be used.
Or maybe you just hyped yourself up a little bit. You hyped your story up a little bit.
I could have, but it is what it is. That's what you get.
No, but it's good because it was memorable. When I laughed a lot that day, and then I told my friends at work when we got back to like the second or third day I got back to work. I don't think it was as funny to them because they weren't there. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that it was just funny to me. But so yeah, that's kind of why we were thinking about names and we didn't know what to call it. And we remember this because we truly at work. I'm telling you, everybody started calling each other sweetie for the longest time. And the only reason we stopped was because
Had an HR meeting? Did
no.
you?
Because COVID happened, so we were not in the office anymore, and it's awkward to call someone on a call like sweetie. Like
Hi, sweetie.
they don't know who you're talking to. Like there's like 4 people in the line, and they're like, "Would you just hey sweetie?" And they're like, "What are you talking about? Who are you talking to, Ronald?" And then, no, but when you're in person, you can just look at them, and then they're like, it became a thing.
Look, I remember when we were growing up. It's been like. I mean, it's just like something that we do. It's like how we talk, We just call each other sweetie, call each other all kinds of different, names.
Some appropriate, some inappropriate.
So, we have to write down what things. Daniel, what can we say? I mean, can we go over the list of things we can say?
I mean, as long as you're not cursing, you should be fine.
Well, what is cursing? That's my. That's my.
So there was a remember that I still sometimes say it, but there was a period of time that I would just say like anything everybody says. I was like, okay, let's do it naked. Remember that?
Naked.
I thought we were gonna be naked. What happened, guys? You guys forget the
it was a thing that I kept saying. This was when I was younger. So anyone listening, please don't judge me. But I do it sometimes still because it's a thing. I mean, like every time I see Hakim and his brothers and his cousins and them, it's just
You just picture them naked?
No, I don't. It's just like it's like that. That's what she said thing. Like you would just add. Yeah, you just add like naked, and then they were like, or they said let's go play soccer naked, and then like it would just be a thing.
Or like the in bed.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
But we have so many that we haven't used in a while. I mean, if we remember going back, like when we were growing up, I mean, we used to say all kinds of weird.
Yeah, man, because we met like in high school, right? You were in high school too. I was in high school too. I think all of us except for Daniel. He was in the womb.
School.
He's in the he was.
he was still in my dad's shaft.
No, I was. That's one of the things you probably shouldn't be saying.
Oh,
wait, what's wrong with the shaft?
That's a medically correct term, but still.
There you go. Please earmuffs, everybody. I hope after he said it. But no, yeah.
This
So
is
we,
why I love this show. We can just,
I don't know about this. We never got
are
this.
we gonna delete this? Is that what's happening?
Probably. We're gonna put it on the explicit. Double E.
That warning. It's rated E for everyone.
No, but no. We met in high school. I think so. I met Hadi in middle school. I think I told this before. And then he's your cousin, right? He's one of your cousins. And then I met him, and he moved right across the street from us. Like,
Oh yeah.
Live in the same neighborhood, right?
yeah, like right there, like 2-3 houses down from us. So we used to play soccer with them, with his brother, older brothers. You got Atala, Kamal, and, sisters. You got little one, Mato, and Nahid, Nadine. All of them are there.
Right. We're not translating that one at all. It was. Go ahead, Danny. What
I
you
have
gonna
no idea what was that.
say? You said something in my language. Yeah, we did. I think it was. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I was in middle school because we were in the same grade.
Yep.
You mean Hadi? But the first time, maybe when we met, maybe we were in high school, and
Yeah.
And basically we would come every weekend. Either my cousins would come over to our house, or we would come to their house.
Yep.
But every time we came over to their house, we were in your neighborhood.
Yep.
And that's how it really started. We met you guys, practically just goofing around outside or playing soccer.
Yeah,
Play
do you remember
soccer.
that? Do you remember that? It was like, I swear to God, I tell everyone that I meet, or like Evelyn, for instance, I tell her we used to play soccer, then football, and then basketball,
Yep.
and then if we still had energy, which 90% of the time we did, we would wrestle. Do you remember that? Like we would wrestle
Yes.
at night.
That game.
Yes, that one game we would play, and it's a very interesting. I honest to God, I want to make a real game out of this. It's like violent, but in a way fun.
It's almost like a combination of like football without a ball, but mixed with wrestling, because there's boundaries to it, right?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
small square. You're trying to get one team is trying to get the other team out. I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
so
rules.
basically the
gotta
team
cross.
inside, it's like let's just say we make a rectangle, right? And there's like 4 or 5 people inside of the rectangle, whatever, and then one person from the opposite team would come in, would tag somebody, and then get out, cross a certain line without saying anything. And if that person got tagged, he's out. And then the other way is, obviously you don't want to get tagged and then the guy get out, so you have to grab the guy and then like either beat him up
What?
yeah, either beat him up and make him say something, and if he says any word or like screams or whatever, he's out.
Yeah, if they talk, then they're out.
This
I
was
don't remember.
copyrighted by
Wow.
me. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Don't steal my idea. No. Yeah, it was that game, and then we play baseball and also like kickball, because I know there was like
We played kickball one
Kickball,
time,
yeah.
or 1 or 2 times that I can remember.
Kickball, yeah.
But I don't think we ever played baseball
We didn't.
because I don't think we had the equipment.
We're too poor.
No, listen, me and my brothers, we had every single sport you can think of. We
Maybe
had
you guys
to-
did that when your cousins were at Hadi, and then we'll go to your house.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think we did it.
Because when Hadi and every weekend we'd go out and play with you guys when you guys came, and there was weekends that he wouldn't come or they wouldn't be at home when we were knocking on the door.
Yeah, they were
So
probably
then,
in our house.
yeah. So then at some point, I don't remember when, we ended up going. Like they invited us over to go to your house, and then we went to your house right on like Fairfax Rio
Yeah.
by Whitson High School,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then we would go. We went in, and like
We'd play other sports there in that neighborhood too,
yeah,
as well.
right across the street. We'd go play soccer. We had friends like Malik. We had.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, all kinds of people that came over and we played, and but now we're talking about all of this. But like, you're where are you from?
So, I would when people ask me that, I mean, it's kind of, you have to be more specific. I can't just say I'm
Yeah.
from Iraq, because that's a country.
Wait, first of all, the right answer to that question is like all these years and you don't know, right?
Exactly. But come on, I'm looking at him and he's asking me, because at the end of the day, that people are listening.
No, I should have phrased that. I know where you're from. Why don't you tell our viewers where you're
you
from?
go.
Or viewers.
I ignored it. I tried. I played a lot. But
Thank
this
you,
guy,
sir.
But this guy here had to just,
You gotta lean in and tell our sweeties.
All right, sweeties. I am from Kurdistan. It's an area that's divided by multiple countries, and I have to say this because a lot of Americans wouldn't know, and obviously when we came about as well, like I guess we never really talked about where we're from as much, because we we didn't know. Growing up,
And we didn't care really.
yeah, it never mattered. I mean, at the end of the day, we just clicked,
Yeah.
And
Kids just want to have fun.
Exactly.
there you go. So yeah, yeah. If that answers your question.
Yeah, no, because that's kind of where I wanted to get to. Is like
Yes.
he's from Kurdistan. I didn't know what Kurdistan was until I met them, and I probably wouldn't have known until I met someone from there, and that happened early in age, from us moving to the United States. And then, because every time I had asked Hadi before, then he told me he was from Iraq, and then his family moved to Syria. So that's kind of, and then he had a rap. He's like, yo, my name's Hadi, I'm from Iraq, but I've never been there before.
What the freak?
Okay, you gotta have him on the show. You gotta do that. I haven't heard that one.
You never heard that? Yeah.
I didn't know he could rap. Yo, Hadi, you rap? Wow, bro, I didn't know.
He's a rapper, but yeah. No, but yes. So then, so I didn't know, and then I don't remember when, because this wasn't something that we asked each other until we already knew each other, kind of, right?
Right. It's like, what else do we talk about? Where are you from, by the way?
Yeah. And I think I mean, Bolivia is not that known to everybody in the world, but it's South America. It's more of and the fact that you're the region that you're from, it's Kurdistan. It's like a territory, I guess you call it. Is that what you call it?
It's an autonomous area. Yeah, it has its own borders. Doesn't have it's not claimed as a country.
And it doesn't have a president or anything.
It does have president. It also has an army as well. So that's why it is an independent area. For that, I mean, I don't want to get too political, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's one of those areas where it's a conflict zones, because it takes four countries, and all four countries at some point always fights over that area, and that area happens to be Kurds living there. So yeah, it's a complicated.
Is it kind of like, just to give the listeners, is it like kind of like Palestine, kind of?
Kind of like that, but like a lot bigger. There's 44 million, maybe more. I don't know what the number is nowadays.
Got it. But the concept,
Worldwide,
the way, like the structure of it is kind of similar, like how it is, and like how the division. Because it said 4 countries: Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and
Syria.
Yes. So those are the 4 places that.
And it spreads a little further out too, even to like Armenia and other.
Oh, okay.
It goes all into Europe as well. I mean, the population of Kurds just goes all over now. But yes.
And they have different religions too, right?
Yeah, we. So I'm a Yazidi. A lot of if anybody would want to quickly like wrap their head around it, it's recently, not long ago, a couple years ago, there was an incident in Iraq,
I remember this.
Syria, and the group ISIS was in the area killing a lot of people.
Right?
It was and Yazidis have had many genocides. Along with Christians and also Jews in the area, and then there's other forms of religions in the area as well that are smaller, and a lot of them are actually extinct. They don't even exist anymore. Either they just left the area and slowly just kind of disappears, But yeah, so recently went through a genocide. There was a lot of issues going on. There was sex slaves. They were killing a lot of men and
children.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just a big mess, and it's still going. Actually, there's still a lot of people that's still missing, even to this day. And yeah, it's just a very it's just a tough area,
It's a conflict zone, like you call it.
It's been going on for a very long time. So yeah, I don't want to get too deep into the religion side, or well, at least the cultural side of who I am. But I'm sure we get there, at some point in the show.
Another show maybe.
Yeah,
but
sure.
no, that's the point that we're trying to make with that is like, we didn't know what we were, who we were. Religious, like culturally, you know what I mean? That's what I mean, not like human beings. We knew we were human beings, but so like, but we didn't care. We played, like, I went over to, like, I remember this very like vividly. Every time we went to, like, the very first time that I went to Hadi's house, their parents were like very welcoming. They like they put up. I mean, I was very like surprised, because you guys, have everything on the floor. Everybody sits around there, and then like there's just like a buffet of everything on the floor, and you just grab what you want and you eat what you want. And then we went to your house, which was a similar setup. I think it was like in the living room. Mm-hmm. Everybody, your mom would bring stuff. You'd have everything out, and you just eat. And then everybody was so welcoming. There was never any like, who's this guy or where are they from? I don't know if they asked you that before or after we left, because we were different, obviously.
Why are these Latinos?
Do we need any repairs at home or something? What are they here? No, but you know what I mean. So that is stuck to my brain, and then like when those kinds of things, just they didn't care where we were, who we were, or where we came from, but they always accepted us because we're friends with their children, with you guys, and then we were able to share, learn traditions, and then at some point we invited you over to our house, and I hope my parents replicated that.
Definitely.
Reciprocated, not
So reciprocated. There you go. Thanks, Dan. He's the dictionary, the publicist, the editor, everything.
I like how Daniel rolls, though. I mean,
Yeah,
at
thank
the
you.
end of the day, sorry.
It's because he's round. That's why he
I
rolls.
knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
I knew you were going to say that.
Come on, man.
Moving on.
But you were saying, sorry.
Well, I mean, you were just explaining the concept of the welcoming and all that. So coming to America, obviously for us was also very, very different. The fact that meeting you guys, and then kind of going from there, and then so when it comes to meeting people, and this is how we are. We are very welcoming people. I don't want to go too deep into the history, but there was a time where Christianity was having a really, really tough time in that area.
This.
And there are still a lot of them, in the area, but they're just very rare to find. And moments like I don't know how well you guys know about the Iraq history, or I guess the Mesopotamia history. So there's the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and yada yada yada. It goes to so many different empires, And at some point, they traveled a lot in that area, and they conquered, they killed, they did whatever they had to do to grow their empire and so on. And a lot of times is that if you go to a small little village or town and you're not sure what these people are doing or what they believe in, but at the end of the day, it's not what this empire is believing in. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they would kill everybody if they don't want to join, or in other words, even convert.
Yeah.
In that area, there's a lot of conversions, and if you don't. Same thing with ISIS. What basically they did. It's like you go into these territories, and you sort of you basically take their town.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you either get them to join you and whatever you believe in, and if you don't, they kill you.
Yeah.
So
and that's currently happening.
It's still happening, yes. And the reason why I bring up Christianity in that area is because there was a lot of smaller. Actually, it was huge at the time, but slowly it became small, and then a lot of them would come into our own towns. We would actually hide Christians in our own home because they needed that protection, and they did the same thing, vice versa. There were times where we were under attack, and we would go into these these communities because we know each other very well, and we help each other out.
Your neighbors.
Exactly.
Your neighbors, right? That's what you do. When you you don't have to. That's at least how I feel. You don't have to know the person next to you. If they're in need, right? At least most people would do that. They'll help you out. They're like, what do you need? How can I help? Or, what is it that you can do? But especially when you're talking about life and death, right? Somebody's about to die because if you don't protect, if you don't hide them, if you don't do something, then they could die. And you know that because of what has played out around you. I think that's the key thing, right? Humanity, we care about each other, whether we don't know, even if we know that they're different. But yeah, I think that's going into too much deeper.
That's really what it is. It's like if you're the type of person who your upbringing was, I don't want to make it sound like what is right or wrong. At the end of the day, if you were just kind and your parents just taught you some of that, and caring and sharing in a way, just that alone. Just shows you, who you really are. And look, in America, it's a little different because it's like this mix, of so many different, cultures and religion and all that, all into one area. But if you actually go into different, and this is one of the reasons why I love to travel. If you go into different countries and you sort of see, what they're like, you would have a little similarity to see where you come from. In America, it's a little different because there's just so many of them, and then not everybody's the same. You'll meet people who are rude, and you'll meet people who are racist, and you might meet people who are extremely nice and very caring. At the end of the day, so that's one of the things we learn about each other is it's also deep into our own culture that we are very caring and giving people. I mean, if you don't believe me, go and visit and find out for yourself. But
No,
I mean,
man.
you've seen us.
We
You've
can.
seen
I
my
mean,
family.
Jota and I, we can vouch for that. I mean, like I don't think there's ever any hesitation. There's always just like, come on in.
I'll tell you a story, and I'll make it short. I went in 2009. I went to back home. I was visiting. I was there for a while. My dad hit me up one day and said, "Hey, there's this lady who's doing this documentary about the Yazidis and this and this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, great." And then he goes like, "Yeah, could you help her out in this?" So I ended up picking her up actually just because my dad said it. And then in my head I'm thinking, all right, look, if this was America, there's all kinds of different resources for that when somebody's visiting your country, because there's a lot you can do. Well, guess what? Where I come from, we don't have hotels, we don't have nice restaurants, and whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, I pick. Please go into.
I don't know. You run out to nice places.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, but yeah.
You got me all.
No, you're talking about like there's like
This is why I love you guys.
they don't have a lot of like. There's not a hotel because that's the truth, right? There's like
Yeah, and this what happened. She come. I mean, we like I said, me and my cousin, we picked her up from the airport, or at least from the main city where she was arriving. Brought her home into my own grandparents' house, and just randomly she starts explaining, where she's gonna stay at. I'm like, right over there in that room. And she goes like, "Huh? Where's the hotel?" I'm like, "There's no hotels here. What are you talking about? This is welcome to my land. What do you want me to say?"
was she from here?
She was she was half Native American, half I guess white. I don't know what side of but she was born and raised I think in New York, and she was passionate about doing this documentary about the Yazidis. But I guess my point is, did not expect this at all. She did not expect this at all. I mean, she stayed in my grandparents' house for 7 days, ate all the food, and she actually got sick too because of some traditional foods that we eat. She's just not used to it,
Yeah.
And that's just what we do.
Yeah.
You welcome. You visit. If you visit my country or at least my hometown, you're gonna be staying in my own house.
Yeah, hell yeah. No. I mean, just from like my personal experience, I remember just going to you guys' places like every time, after a soccer game or something, we'd just chill, and your dad would come, and sometimes he would look at me after, like, if I hadn't visited you guys for a long time, he would look at me, he would like give me like a half smile, he would like call me in, he was like, Jota. He would say something in Kurdish because he like truly believed that I spoke Kurdish, and I would understand him too. I would like, respond in Kurdish, and I think he was proud that I would respond in Kurdish, and he would just like slap me. He would like,
Is it the back of your neck or the face?
like back of the neck and sometimes the face. Like it was like slap. And
my dad does that a lot. I gotta tell him to stop doing that. He's gonna call from police are gonna knock on his window. But you see, like you were totally cool with that.
Of course.
It's just like a friendly gesture way. I don't know, but I mean that's just weird. Him slapping you.
No, I totally got it. It was like for him like kind of like approval. Like you're speaking Kurdish. Like. Slap.
Yeah.
No, I think he was impressed though. Like, I mean, a Bolivian speaking Kurdish, that's just, you don't see that.
You would never see that again.
No, you don't see that.
We're gonna kill him right now.
But you knew it was a way
definitely.
of, friendly way of,
Yeah. Your dad, he did that to me a couple times
Oh,
too.
yeah? Well,
Yeah.
apparently he slapped everybody.
Yeah.
How convenient.
He'd be slapped.
Got left out, did you?
No, he did because that's what he did. I didn't feel left out. Man, come on, man.
I think Daniel.
Did
needs
he
to
ever
see my
slap
dad.
you?
No.
Oh, there you go. Then you feel left out now.
I'm pretty okay with not being slapped.
You sure, Danny?
Because we can slap you right now.
No, it's good. We're good.
No, but yeah, no. So, what we were talking.
Well, we're talking about my dad slapping. How about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, and he would, whenever we would call like, kako, dake, which means mom,
Oh, my
dad,
God.
right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know if they ever called us like son, but they would treat us like brothers.
Yeah.
I remember this too, like, because this is like when we met. Like, cell phones weren't big. Not everybody had a cell phone. Like, at least kids didn't have cell phones. So I remember having to call Hadi's house to like ask, is he home, so we could go out like and play, right? So I would call his house, and then his aunt would pick up and be like, hello, and she was talking to me in Kurdish, and then
And you understood it.
and then I'd be like, yeah, and I'm like, Hadi, is like, oh, Hadi? And I don't remember what she said, but I could understand that he's like, he's not home, or let me get him for you or something like that, and then she would get him, and but there's just, I'm just coming back to my mind, like, I don't, this was something we did. Like I would call, and then when we go over to like have tea or something after we played, they would always talk to us in Kurdish, and then we would, as best as we could respond
In Spanish?
in Spanish,
Yeah.
in French. No, but I remember like, gosh, there's so many words that I knew from, like
What are you trying to say?
water,
Are you forgetting that?
Birinj. No,
Come on.
it's because a lot. I practice shakal. Is that shoe?
Yeah, you just said a lot of good words. Yeah, there you go.
Pantalon.
Camisa.
Camisa. So there's a lot of Spanish things in there too.
And I think that's one of the good things that we kept away. I'm trying to ignore that.
What is
He's
it?
gonna get us in trouble. I promise you, man. No, yeah, like one of the reasons why we actually did get along so well is that we would hear you guys speak Spanish, and we're like, hey, what did you just say? That's the same as
Yeah.
my language, or
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
No, but it was.
Why are they calling me a Mary Cone? Is that a joke? Mary Cone, like ice cream cone? Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah.
moving on.
Please elaborate.
It's a joke. It was like this white guy. It's a like a text, joke that I saw on Reddit or somewhere. It said, and this is like a white guy talking to like, I really love my Spanish friends. I really love my job, but they barely speak any English, and I just need whenever they see me, I seem to make them happy because they see me, and they say, Mary Cone, and they all start laughing. And I'm just so happy that I can bring so much joy. And sometimes when they're really in a good mood, they call me a Pinchy Mary Cone. They're like, oh, Peachy Mary Cone. Oh, man. He's like, what does that mean?
That's like the first thing we learned, man. Like we were teaching us some good words, and you guys were teaching us some bad words.
No, we never thought.
Well, maybe it was my friends from high school. I just repeat them, and then you guys are like, huh?
Oh yeah. Like, that's what it was. You knew a lot of bad words.
Yeah, but when you find someone from a different religion, different that speaks a different language, you learn the bad words whether you like it or not first.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like, in English, because you weren't fluent in English when you came, right? How old were you when you came?
I was 9 years old.
So you had to learn English. Your first language was Kurdish.
It was third language, actually.
Third
I
language.
had where we moved before when we left Kurdistan. We also went to we lived in Syria for 3 years, so I had to learn Arabic. And this is like a really young age when you're still in school, elementary school. So I had to learn Arabic, learned that really well, and then came to America, learned English. But
So
English wasn't that hard though. Like
It wasn't?
We did learn a little bit in school, so it was
Over there,
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had. That's one of the classes we took in. That it's not like you choose. It's not like elective. Like English is one of the classes, like math.
Yeah. Was it hard for you guys learning English when you guys?
It was.
No,
It wasn't.
It's pretty close.
It was natural.
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah.
It's the same alphabet.
Yeah.
The same alphabet, so it's like easier that way. But what threw me off was the pronunciation of things, and still sometimes when I talk, and probably people that listen, like the accent comes out because like the way the structure of the words, they don't make sense because in Spanish, like most letters, all letters have one sound, and then there's like exceptions where you have different markings and things that will make it sound differently. An A always has the A sound. But in English, if you have an E in front of it, if you have something, it's like what the hell?
Of course, yeah.
Different rules, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
English is not an easy language. I mean, let's be honest.
it's not straightforward, right? Because it's not.
English is easy to me, but
Well,
then again,
to speak, okay, but
practically
I mean,
born here.
When you get all like
You weren't
know,
born here.
when you all get
I said it was
serious,
practically born.
you know how many like words mean so many different things? You have to write it. They're almost written the same way too. I mean, come on.
Yeah, a lot of synonyms. What is it called? Homonyms? No, what is it called?
Homonyms?
I don't know.
Homonyms?
Homonyms.
They're
I don't know,
homonyms.
man.
I don't want to get into the English.
I'm not from here, but yeah. So
No, I mean, as a guy who knows both Spanish and English, I can say that Spanish is the hardest
Wait, you speak
language
Spanish?
for me to learn. Yeah.
I don't think you count as a English and Spanish speaker.
No, my first language is English,
Yeah,
even
give
though I was
yourself
born
too
in
much
Bolivia.
Is it like speaking or the writing? Like which part?
Yes.
Are you talking about? No, which part?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, like because I mean, like, oh my! I took a Spanish class in 8th grade, right?
you failed it.
Yes, I speak Spanish. Well, I spoke Spanish. I thought I spoke Spanish, and I failed it.
It's like the one thing that your whole family could be teaching you when you're
Yeah.
home trying to.
No, these guys don't speak Spanish to me.
Because that's weird.
Exactly. We said that in our like. What is it?
Don't worry, I'm with you on that. At this point, even like when I was growing up with all my four of my brothers, we all spoke English. It was just the way that
It is not. Do you also feel like that's not like really natural to them in Kurdish, unless you're in front of your parents?
natural way.
Like, do you like when you see them? Do you not normally just right away start talking to them in English? Speaking
Yeah.
English?
So I think in the beginning it was, I don't think I ever saw it or paid attention to it, but it was more natural. And then, I mean, at least speaking Kurdish, because that's like the one language that you know of,
Yeah.
speaking together with your family. But then when slowly, like when you were in school all the time and you would come home, well, at the end of the day, like my brothers are like my friends in a way. We
Yeah.
just, we watch TV and play video games and do whatever, everything together. But at the end of the day, you're speaking English,
Yeah,
so you're not paying attention. But then slowly, you just kind of like notice that. But
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
nice.
I don't know about your parents, but my parents, man, they would always like get on a case for speaking English.
They didn't
Like,
want
yeah.
you,
They
right?
wanted you.
Well, because like sometimes like we would forget like Kurdish words, and then they would get upset in a way. And then when we would visit back, yeah, like sometimes it would be a little hard to get that mother tongue
And-
naturally, going.
Yeah.
You can't.
And quick, like because they speak.
I mean,
quick.
Daniel, you went back home a bunch of times. Didn't you have problems with with your families back home, like speaking to them?
I would just wouldn't talk as much.
Me.
Yeah, but speaking of going back home, like we usually go like around this. Not usually. We've gone
Like every other year.
to Bolivia to celebrate Christmas because that's one of the things that we do as the Catholics that we are. Our family is Catholic.
Right.
I don't think any of us are practicing Catholic. We haven't done it in a while.
No.
But Christians and Catholics in general, and I think even other religions celebrate Christmas just because it's big, right? It's it's right around the corner. In a couple of days, we got Christmas coming. So when we would go back to Bolivia, it'd be a big thing. We went twice maybe around Christmas time, all of us, and then it was always fun and you remember things that you did when you were young, doing during Christmas time. Because I remember, that would be the only time that our cousins would get together from all the different cities in Bolivia. Because Bolivia, there's got nine cities, right? Everybody would come to my grandparents' house, would celebrate. My dad, one time, believe it or not, he dressed up as Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What?
I would love to see you, Dan.
yeah. He climbed up the window.
Dan is confused. Like, what? That wasn't.
I don't. No, I wasn't even. I
You
don't
weren't even born.
I wasn't even born yet.
I think
No, don't say it. Stop. We're gonna get flagged by Apple.
I was in not eighth. I was like probably 8 years old. I was like 6 years old probably. And then so he came and like I think I was the only one because I was older too. I was the second I was the fourth oldest of the kids that were there. And I could tell it was my dad because I live with my dad. And then I tried to say it. My mom would tell me don't say anything, blah blah blah, because when he was talking, because every kid would went to him, sat on his lap, and they're like, "What did you want?" And they would give him the gift, whatever. So I remember that, and then I remember like 2 or 3 years later, maybe they got us bikes.
Ooh.
And they got me a bike that was like an adult bike because they didn't want to buy another one later, so they bought me one that I could grow into.
I want to buy one later when you grow into it.
So that I would just I would have to climb on it, and then once I rode it, I could pedal. But I might it has the little bar in the middle. My privates would be in the middle of it. I would have to just adjust. It was
No jokes. I'm running low on jokes, guys.
no, but yeah, that's that. And then coming here, it was different, right? I don't know if it was different.
So you got a bike there.
Yes.
Okay, and
That's one of the toys. That and trucks. We got trucks.
What kind of?
Oh yeah.
Is it? I don't know how to pronounce
Tonka
it.
trucks.
Tonka trucks.
Like the ones you get into, but someone has to push you.
No, the yellow ones, the little construction
Like
trucks.
To play in the dirt, whatever.
Future.
Yeah.
How's that going along?
Yeah, we're going to America soon, so you guys practice with this.
Oh, that's so messed up.
There's jokes. There's jokes, but no, we got that. We got those, the Tonga trucks, which were very nice. I think all cousins got them. All the male cousins.
Yeah, all of us.
All the boys got them, and like we would go out on the dirt because the road that my grandmother lived in was still dirt.
At the time, it was
Yeah, and then we would go in and just start pretending to build. Just imagination, children and their imagination. But yeah,
That sounds wonderful. I wish we did that in my
Yeah.
country.
you guys did. You guys celebrate. You don't celebrate.
So
Christmas,
okay,
right?
yeah, so we don't celebrate Christmas, but we celebrate something along the line of that. I guess maybe I don't know how else to put it, but
is it around the same time?
no, the one that's around the same time. I think it's the fasting holiday. It's like for us, it's only a couple of days. It's not that many. It's not like the Muslim holiday where you have to do it 30 days.
30 days, right?
And sometimes my religion is not as strict as other religions. It's like you sort of have a little more freedom. The holiday that's really more popular is the New Year's, but our New Year's is in springtime, and we call it the Red Wednesday, or it's called Sarsal.
Oh, it's like Easter time?
It's like Easter time. So I was going to bring that up. So it's like Easter in a way because we end up coloring eggs as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's where you guys,
yes.
like, clash the eggs.
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
I
you
remember
play
that.
a game, and so you play that game where you hit eggs to each other, and whichever cracks, you take his egg.
Yeah, the hardened eggs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're boiled, and then we color them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That's fun.
That holiday is really old. Like, and the reason why I'm saying that is because everything about that holiday is more. It's like nature-like. Like it represents nature. Like the way we raise our animals and
chickens
and goats and cows and then we like everything, like food, especially like bread, is very sacred to us. Like if you to drop bread, I mean that's already like a no. Like it's it's bad luck in a way.
Yeah.
It's haram. It's called haram.
It's like haram, but it's not Arabic. We say gunea, but that's just like another way. Gunea. That's a new word you could learn.
Yeah.
Gunea means like it's
Nasty.
huh?
Like nasty. Like
No, it's not nasty. It's more like it's like saying haram. Like it's like saying
unholy.
like, and it's also like in a bad luck kind of way. Like you shouldn't drop it, and if you did, you would have to pick it up and then like sort of like kiss it in a way and say,
apologize
sorry,
to it?
apologize to it. It's like you kiss it, and and then you touch your forehead, and then you put it up in the air, as in like sorry, God or whatever.
Yeah, sorry for dropping what you gave me, right?
Or like when
What's that
when
thing?
we go to our Holy Land, we take our shoes off. Because shoes is very and it's like that. You guys have seen this, like how George Bush got hit with a. It's a very disrespect. Even if he didn't get hit, it doesn't matter. Somebody threw a shoe at him. That's disrespect. That's a huge disrespect. Yeah, shoes is very bad. You can't wear where you have to be.
Do you mean like in the home or?
And when you visit
the temple, the sacred temple,
and
okay.
it's mostly outdoors as well. So you're actually walking like rocks and like all these,
Okay.
Can you wear socks or it has to be barefoot?
You can wear socks. It's fine.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and if you're not EZD, it's fine. We let you. Let you. Usually we don't. We make you take it off anyway. But the last few times I visited my holy temple, I've seen some people wear shoes, and
I mean,
like, that's just wrong.
Yeah,
But they're just visitors. They're whatever.
Even as a visitor, though. I mean, if everyone
exactly.
has shoes.
Thank you, Daniel.
You
You
come
gotta
in-
respect my land and take take your shoe off.
You came into my house today. You took off your
I
shoes.
took off your shoes. You have a very nice floor.
Yeah, thank you for taking
Very
off my shoes.
soft and-
Yeah, I remember your mom was very picky
Yes.
about having our shoes off.
Yeah.
I remember after soccer, we would like our stanky ass
Oh
feet.
man, one time your socks were so terrible. I was like, yo, hold on, take it off before.
Remember that?
Yeah. I think every Yazidi home you go to, or maybe even Kurdish in general, usually it's just a way of being clean, I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, you've been outside walking with your shoes, and you bring all that dirt into your own bedroom or in your own living room.
And we do the same
That's
thing.
like,
Yeah, we take off our shoes too. I think more.
extent,
Yeah, to keep it clean.
yeah. So the holiday, I wanted to compare that to
Red Wednesday, you said?
It's Red Wednesday.
How do you say it in Kurdish?
Boy. I mean, it's
boy?
Sarsal. I was like, oh boy. It's Sarsal, means New Year's.
Oh, okay.
Ida Charsham means it's the Red Wednesday. Ida Charsham, yeah. And a lot of it is more like, so there's no presents. You don't do presents.
Mm-hmm.
You just do a lot of a way of caring by allowing almost anybody in the town or in the village or whatever to come to your house. They don't even have to come in. It's just a quick knock, and then you open the door, and then it's the holiday or the holiday weekend or like so the entire time when that door's knocked, just basically expect guests, and you already have set up a huge dish with candies and like all kinds of sweets and
goodies. Yeah.
The one you guys are eating right now, that's from my mom.
Yeah.
They're made out of dates. It's just like wrapped around dates.
With some breads, right? Some paste.
Yeah, it's like a pastry
it's
style.
dates.
Dates, yeah.
Something
like that.
Daniel finally gets a little bit.
Is that what we gotta do? Get Daniel on a...
He finally gets on a date.
Stop.
Oh!
Stop right now.
I'm gonna take a break. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, it's okay. We're good.
Dumbass. You sure?
Anybody looking for a date? Daniel's available. That's what we're trying to say.
Can we narrow it down a little bit? What's your type? What do you like?
No, we're not talking about
Just
that.
real quick. Like,
Let's narrow it down. What's your blood type?
Oh man. Here's something cool though. Especially when we were growing up with this holiday, a lot of youngsters, look, it's you're young, you're growing up, and a lot of things you're gonna do. You play in the dirt, you go out in the mountains, you hang out with animals or in the barn, whatever. Yeah. There was times where like when you're growing up at a certain age where parents would allow you to smoke cigarettes. And usually it's pretty young. Like I remember like when I was 8, 9 years old that I could actually grab a cigarette and smoke. And the best time was during the holiday. Because in that plate I just mentioned, besides all the sweets and the pastries and everything, there's also cigarette packs. Because it's our culture that a lot of men smoke a lot of cigarettes. And instead of... it's just very weird, but we do it.
Is it actually cigarettes or is there anything else?
Cigarettes, real cigarettes. And then while kids are knocking on the doors and the adults would present, the plate to you and say, here, you just reach out and take whatever, right? Instead of taking some sweets, we take cigarettes.
Is that kind of like trick-or-treating a little bit?
It's like trick-or-treating, exactly. Except they don't really put it in your bag and you're not really wearing costumes, but you just go in there and buy...
Just collecting booties.
Is that the same with drinking? Because I remember one of my fondest memories of New Year's we had together.
Yeah.
It was when you guys used to live in Fairfax, but then you guys moved to Centerville, which was like a hike for us back then.
Oh man,
it was like a long distance for us. So anyways, we wouldn't visit as much, but we went for New Year's. Mm-hmm. That New Year's we spent it together.
Yeah.
That New Year's I think was the first New Year's that you guys were like openly allowed to drink.
Openly.
Like,
you always drink.
But like, your parents and whatever, right? Like I think
I remember that too, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think that's about right.
Because I think most of you were of age in America, like 21 or 20s,
So like my parents like weren't as strict as certain other parents are, like at least my cousins in a way. Or I mean, they were like the same, but in other words, it's not like my dad said, yeah, you can just drink whenever you want, or every time he would. My dad was never a drinker anyway, like only on occasions. And if once in a while, like if he had some drink with him or like a beer or something, like he would always offer us a little bit. It's nothing wrong with it,
right.
Whether we're underage or not.
Yeah.
It's just how we grew up,
Yeah.
And by saying that, I mean I'll say it right now. Like when I was like 9 years old, one of my uncle's weddings, I got wasted. 9 years old. I tell this to everybody because it's just how it is.
They put the alcohol punch too low, so I go ahead and just chug it down.
Nah, I think it was just by force. He just like grabbed me and said, "Here, you
by
should
force." By force is so weird.
It's like it's just another way to mess with your nephews, you know.
I don't think Ronald would appreciate me doing that to Romario.
Whoop your ass.
I mean, okay, maybe when they're like, come on, maybe when like 13, 14, they're like, "Hey, Uncle Daniel, can I have a little bit?" Come on, you're gonna give him a sip.
Daniel's gonna be the one asking for it.
Let me get my lips wet a little bit.
I'm saying that like as if like Daniel's an alcoholic already.
I don't even drink.
Exactly.
But in Bolivia, it's funny you said because in Bolivia they do that. Like when we went, like the adults would drink, and I mean they're not trying to get you wasted. Like,
yeah.
but they
mine was a wedding. It was an exceptional.
They offer you, you drink a little bit, and I mean to this day I hate the taste of the beer because I think it's an acquired taste. I think people call it because it's not like tasty. It's not sweet or anything like that.
It's a little bitter and
but it is the same in a very similar to what you're explaining. Like they would give you that, and another thing that we started, that we would, I guess, drink before it's allowed here is coffee. Like in Bolivia, we would drink coffee at the age of when you're born. You know, like
The age of when you're born.
they would mix it. They would mix it with your milk and with your
It comes
formula.
out. Here's coffee.
Take a shot, espresso shot, wake them up. No, but no, I'm serious. Like, I think I've had coffee as long as I can remember. Like, since I had memory, I can remember it. Yeah,
But I mean, like, is coffee like a thing that people would like make sure that you wouldn't like have, or like it's like a thing where, I mean, is it like a culture thing, like a
in Bolivia,
Yeah.
to drink it.
Because I mean, you're comparing liquor and
No, but like here, like you would never give that to a child. Is what I'm saying. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
coffee.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
you.
because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah.
on the plane here, actually, the stewardess, the flight attendant came and she was asking, what was our drink. My mom was like, "Oh, I'll have a coffee, blah blah." And then when it came to us, I don't know if it was you, Ronald, that said it, or I said it, but we were like,
Coffee?
coffee.
And
And
then
then she was just like stared at us and like, kids can't have coffee.
maybe it's an American thing, I guess.
Yeah, so I was like, what?
Well, I mean, look,
Did you guys have coffee back
we
home?
do. I don't think there's nothing about kids not having it. I think we drink like really dark espressos, so
Yeah.
that's like really nasty, and it's like and we have this little tradition where it's like in this little big pot, and then mostly a lot of older men would be drinking that, and just this little shot goes around, and then you just take a shot and just keep going. One, obviously, if I'm 9 years old, I drank liquor. Obviously, I drank coffee.
Yeah.
If I was to choose, it'd definitely not be that espresso, though. That was just nasty.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean...
So like, okay, so I'll just have the liquor. Don't give me no coffee.
No, it was just by accident. And then, in other words, not accident. It's a celebration. So
Yeah.
some kids will get drink, and I when I was growing up, a lot of it like there's no parental guard. What do you call it? Like the parents aren't paying attention to what kids are doing, especially in these big holidays.
Yeah.
They're doing whatever they want. you know?
And exactly, plus
So
you're like
you're
Smoking
everybody's.
cigarettes on the holidays and drinking. I mean, at the age of 9.
If that's not American.
What do you call it? Because I forgot. I just lost the train of thought, man. I was gonna say something about smoking and coffee.
Is there a movie about that too?
Yeah.
I heard that smoking and drinking coffee is a good combo. I've never done that. Obviously, I don't
I
smoke.
think it's just a smoker thing.
No, we're not advertising smoking.
Yeah. Don't smoke.
I don't know who would be drinking coffee and says, I like a cigarette on the side. Nah, it's more like a smoker and says, I'll have a coffee on the side.
Makes sense. That makes
That was
sense.
my teacher. I was in Argentina. They would always have in the morning. They would have for breakfast. They would bring him coffee with crackers. So my teacher would be like, and it was normal back then to take a smoke break. And it was like, I'll take my smoke break, and then she would go out. It was a female. She would go outside and smoke and drink coffee, and that was a thing. And I could smell both the coffee and the.
That's like
and
the worst
smoke.
smell.
I liked it. I was like,
You like that smell?
Smoke?
I
The
did.
smell of smoke or coffee?
But I mean, both combined,
Well-
it smelled good. I mean, I'll never do it because I don't smoke. But I just
A
thought it was-
smoker smell is already nasty enough if they're like in your face and they're like talking to your face.
Oh, the
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like a smoker breath. But coffee on top, it makes it even worse. I don't know why.
I've had a few clients at the credit union where like you could tell that they smoke packs a day, not like one or two, but packs. Not just by the way they
sound like this.
Yes, exactly like that. There's this one gentleman who would come to the branch through the drive-through, and I would always thank God he would come through the drive-through. But this man smelled so bad that I could smell him through the drive-through tube. There was a giant wall separating us, underground, everything, and I could still smell him.
Daniel, you sure you weren't just traumatized? And every time you saw his name, oh God.
No, there was definitely not that, because that smell would linger for
I
about
believe you.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I believe you. That. So, especially if they smoke a lot. I mean, they don't have to get too close to you, but you can definitely smell that off.
Even if they smell menthols, they smoke menthols.
The worst.
I don't know why I said that, but there you go. We were talking about traditions. The Red Wednesday.
Actually, wait. You were talking about drinking, right? At the,
Oh
at
yeah,
New
yeah.
Year's.
The New Year's party. Yeah. How the hell did I?
I
Okay,
was-
so
Yes,
So
so
that New
good
Year's-
memory.
that New Year's was I think it was our first New Year's away from my parents. Like just like spending it with my parents.
By the way, this is the story with how the first got drunk.
No, I never got drunk.
So, mom and dad, listen to this man.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, So we're there, and obviously it was like all the adults, which was you, Ato, Kamal was there, Z, Hiwa, and obviously Ronald and Ahmed were there. We were all there. And I was just sitting next to Ahmed the whole time, and Ahmed was like drinking Gatorades, and I was like, "Yeah, man!" Like, and he was so pissed. He was like, "I don't understand why they have to drink and blah blah blah." And then, anyways, time passed. Everybody got wasted, and then it got so bad that I think it was Atala.
No.
Somebody, Z, no, it's a Z.
Z.
Oh, Z threw up in your brand new house, and like fresh mint carpet. It was like white, and then Z throws up on the freaking carpet.
Can't believe you're about to.
I think it was Atala. It was Atala.
No.
It doesn't matter. The point is that Hakim, like, after like you get up and you were like, what the, yo Z, clean up the throw up or I'm gonna have to clean it up. And then Z was like all drunk and he was like, oh, okay, well.
It's like, what kind of options are those?
You go ahead and clean it up. Don't worry.
I don't know how to explain this, but it's true. That actually did happen, but that was probably okay. This is what happens when you have sobered guys and. Remember party when there's a bunch of drunk guys like me. I swear to you, like the first thing came to my mind was the fact that if anybody did mess up, you know how like you're hosting a party, right? It's your own house, you know. You have a lot of people over. Come on, at the end of the day, you know, you make a big mess, your mother's gonna have to do the whole cleaning. But yeah, I've always been like the clean person, I guess.
The cleaning guru.
Yeah.
The Latina.
Latina. We just lost a bunch of female listeners.
I apologize. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't sue me.
It's a joke. Yeah, that the cleaning part came out of me when I was really drunk, and I had to make an option by getting him to do it, or I had to do it, and which I did. Obviously, what kind of drunk guy would say, "Yeah, I'll clean it"? I'm the responsible one trying to clean it. How did I do, by the way, Mr. Sober over here?
Yeah, you guys did good. I mean,
yeah, you scooped it up with some spoons and stuff.
Do you guys remember playing those games? We played some dumb games that
yeah,
day.
we played Mafia.
We played Mafia.
We played, did we do charades? I don't think
we always do charades. It's always the best part.
What else did we play? We wrestled. When UFC started becoming big, we used to like kind of like do that.
That's right.
For a bet.
Still wrestle, Ronald? Do you want to do that right now?
No, not right now.
All right.
I'm out of shape.
Anytime.
Who, you?
That's funny.
I can take any.
You could even push me.
I've never seen this guy. I mean, is he? I don't
He's strong.
I took Hiwa down, and he tapped out, and all I did was...
He would never taps out.
He tapped out.
He rather you break his arm.
Hiwa tapped out on my pure leg strength. I just like wrapped my legs around his body, and
you squeezed.
And I squeezed, and I squeezed, and I squeezed, and I was just like doing this the whole time, my hands up, and then he was like, I don't know what he was trying to do, and I was like this, and then he tapped out just because of my legs.
Like an anaconda.
Like an anaconda twist, like those thunder thighs over there.
Are you sure it didn't feel something?
It could have been.
Your roller quarters, maybe?
There is a possibility.
We should use that strength on the field.
The anaconda.
I know. I'm getting old.
No.
Oh, man.
The good old days, though.
Good old days, man.
Yeah, we used to.
Oh, yeah.
The story about the drunkenness. And
Yeah, I
then,
don't remember any of this.
You weren't there.
Oh.
You only started hanging out with us, like, once you hit, what?
Puberty?
18?
14.
14?
15, yeah.
But then, even then, like, we used to go play soccer and stuff. He would never come. He only came when it was football, and that was, like, we stopped that not too long. I mean,
because I would always defeat you, apparently. I don't know.
No.
No?
No.
In what?
Football.
You probably.
They
Wait, didn't we play, like, the turkey ball that one time?
Yeah,
Yes,
we did.
and the Christmas Bowl, too.
That's right.
That's actually when you... I remember that that was the first time I got my iPhone 5.
Is that the one when he actually dropped? I mean, that story is it's heartbreaking, man. I don't know how can somebody listen to that story and not be heartbroken.
Wait, what happened?
The iPhone on the car.
No, God, no.
Oh,
no, that was the iPhone 10. No, yeah.
Oh, okay. That wasn't that iPhone.
No, but it was the first time they actually invited me to an actual sporting event that I wanted to go to. We were going to go to Mason District and play football.
Oh, yes.
I remember that the time that you got a ticket.
You got pulled over.
You mean the time I almost went to jail?
Yeah, that one.
Wait, that was with my brother Ahmed. Is that the one you're talking about?
I remember that story completely differently.
He got pulled over because he was late. And
I was late to the game, and I was just speeding. I was doing like maybe 60 in a 25.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was in my Audi.
Yeah, it was the brand new
Yeah.
Audi, and you were like showing off, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's how I show off. Get the cops to chase me down all the way to the field, and everyone's like, "What the hell's going on over
It was
there?"
like GTA, like 5-star.
Yo, I
Helicopters.
swear I was about to go to jail that day.
But
Yeah, you were.
But
it was Thanksgiving, so they
No,
give you.
it was Christmas.
Oh yeah.
It was
The
Christmas.
guy actually ended up waiting for another cop to tell him what just happened, and I was just being really polite, and my brother was just like freaking out, and I'm like, "Oh man!" And then he, but actually, no, I was surprised that I was doing that much. I wasn't paying attention, but just because I was, and listen, anyone who's getting pulled over, just if you're nice and you just calm and like cool and collect, I promise you might get out of it somehow, one way or another.
They're gonna
But-
be nicer to you, right?
But he came back, and I swear to you, man, I was just like, I'm going to jail. He goes like, today's your lucky day. And I swear to you, when he said that, I was like, I'm celebrating Christmas every day now. Every year.
Every day now?
every day, every year. Just because this nice, polite officer let me go.
He
Yeah, I
said,
remember that day because
Yeah.
you came and you were like super nervous, and we were like just messing around with you because we already started without you,
Yeah.
and you were like kind of nervous, and you told us like just act normal.
Because they were still there watching
they
us.
came into the parking lot,
Yeah.
and then they were like, you told us like, I think they're just trying to make sure that you didn't lie to them.
So yeah, the story was, I'm really sorry that I have, and I was just came in the parking lot and I pointed at you guys. I said, "That's my crew. Me and my brother are here to play football." And then all he wanted to do just to make sure I was in line.
Yeah.
That's my crew there.
"That's my crew. After football, we're gonna go rob a bank." No.
You don't have to worry about that now.
More like you guys are a bunch of strangers. Like, guys, shh, just play along. Here's $20.
Yeah, we should have been like, "What? Who's this guy?"
Yo, officer, who is this guy?
like, I'm like,
God, I can't believe that came up.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
good times.
So yeah, you were talking about football. You were. What did you play? What were you playing that day?
Linebacker.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
As is expected of him.
Yeah, because I mean, what am I gonna do? Just run for the ball?
Nah, you were good, man.
You were.
Because we played taco that day, right? Taco football.
We did
Yeah.
play tackle. Yeah, that game was rough.
We had no equipment, nothing like that, which is good. No
And
helmets.
nobody got injured. That was good.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised that the field was empty though.
I mean, Christmas a lot of times.
Yeah.
and we went early enough, right? I think it was
8
like,
or 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like early. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
It's weird for us.
Yeah. What do you mean weird for us? We wake up at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, but I mean, like we would have spent Christmas. We're Latinos. We don't celebrate Christmas on Christmas. We celebrate Christmas Eve
Maybe that's where it was.
onto Christmas.
I don't know.
So that means we would have stayed up till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Probably.
Possibly.
So the fact that we made it there at 8 o'clock is weird.
Now, stop looking into this. Confusing me, confusing the listeners. But yeah, yes, we didn't. We're not lying. Daniel's lying. His math doesn't add up. But yeah, Christmas, Red Wednesday. What's another? There's another holiday that you guys do that I remember, like going to your house or Adi's house. Is there two fasting periods that you guys have?
No, just one. It's usually It's usually in December.
Oh, so
around
maybe
that
that's
time.
what it
It's
is.
like
Maybe that's
winter.
what it is. Because right after you finish fasting, is that Eid?
Yes,
Oh, okay, so then that's the
Yeah.
other holiday that I remember, and
Yes.
then we have that.
it's pretty close to Christmas time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so our holidays are always goes around like by lunar calendar.
Okay.
It's so it's not the Gregorian, I guess, calendar. So it's always it's always different. It's always on a
Different time of
yeah.
the year.
Yeah. So it could be.
But Red Wednesday is always around Easter time, spring.
April. It's the second it's the second Wednesday. I forget. It all depends on the lunar calendar.
Oh,
so
it's a Wednesday.
it has to be on a Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking Easter is I think.
I don't know why it's on Wednesday. I mean, I'm talking about lunar calendar
April
here,
too, right? But is it like the 3rd or 4th?
I have no idea.
Like
I just know
Sunday? Because it's the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's Easter.
Right.
That's what that's what Christians, right? And then that's where Easter comes from. I don't know where the eggs and all that. Maybe it's something that it has to do with your religion.
Believe it or not, at some point, if you really just look around all these, even like in Judaism, I mean, there's all kinds of different things that we do that's pretty close.
Similar, right?
Similar.
In
yeah.
timing and everything.
Yeah. Look, most religions, I mean, depends how far you want to go back, but at some point, it's all somehow connected in a way. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all humans,
We all came, and I think a lot of it. I mean, we share a lot of the origins, right? Even no matter where you go, there's like people that migrated and then brought some of it. It changed with that. It changed with time. Even within the same religion, right? Christianity's got so many forms of it now. Same thing with, I mean, I don't want to talk about too much about Islam because I don't know too much about it, but there's definitely two different big groups in the Islam.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? And then that I don't know if it's all has to do with like just timing or maybe also like the distance and then the disagreements that you have. Like, I believe this based on the same book, but you believe this based on some. But I think that's a conversation for another time. And I think we're like close to closing time here.
Closing time. We're gonna get flagged now.
No, but yeah, I think I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you again, Hakim.
Oh man, I had so much fun. This is, whether it's recording or not. I mean, at the end of the day, I just love talking to you guys. And
Just another day.
just another day with my homies.
Just another day in the Listen Sweetie life. No, but we'll have you back. I think at some point we want to do an episode and talk more of a serious talk because religion and culture is serious. I mean, it's not a joke, but at the same time, like we were saying, I think alluding to throughout the episode today, there's a lot of similarities that we have that if we just allowed time or allowed the opportunity to have a conversation, we would understand the perspective that people have and why they do certain things and why they don't do other things, and then maybe be more receptive and more accepting of that. Because, like we said earlier, when we first met, we didn't know where we were from or what religion we were. That didn't matter. And it came up later, but even once we knew, because we had already accepted each other as friends,
Didn't matter.
it didn't make a difference, right?
Yeah,
We were already friends. We already knew each other, and then that was just another layer that allowed us to know more about each other, and maybe even find more things to bond around, right?
That's right, and that's how it started. I mean, we questioned, like you do something, and then I ask you, hey, why you do that, or it's vice versa. You guys were coming to our house and questioned some of the things, maybe the clothes we wear or the
things that you don't eat.
Yeah,
the things
that we don't eat, exactly.
Right?
That's always
There's other, and then like because Muslims don't eat pork, and like there's a reason for that. I think there's some Christians don't eat pork for the same.
That's right.
For some reasons, right? For the same reasons, I think Jews don't eat pork, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and then
So pork in general was never. There aren't that many in our area, so I guess to us it was. We didn't know what that. We know what an animal is, but I don't think we cared. And I mean, it was already forbidden for a lot of people around us because majority of them were Muslims.
Got it.
But
so it wasn't.
So in a way, it's just like it's already there that it doesn't exist or it's forbidden. But when we came to the country, I don't think. I mean, the way I was, my upbringing, I don't think it was whether we eat it or not.
Never questioned it.
Never questioned it. For me, food is food. If it's good, you eat it.
If it tastes good, right?
If it tastes great, you eat it.
Say no to barbecue ribs.
You can't say no to some juicy barbecue ribs. Come on, man. But everybody's different. I mean, at the end of the day, an animal's an animal, or whether for those who don't eat animals, I don't know. At the end of the day,
that's the thing in it. Knowing that, right, and understanding why they don't, because a lot of times, like, people don't eat meat. Like, I'm like, why, right? And then, but I never allowed myself to have the opportunity to have a conversation with someone that doesn't eat meat and why they don't eat meat. So then I can understand why they don't eat meat, and maybe not necessarily accept it and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to do what they do," or like mimic what they do.
Yeah.
But at least understand it. I know why you don't do it.
Yeah.
And then I think it builds respect, right? Because I respect what you do, and because I know why you do it.
Well, like for example, the meat part. I mean, and you'll get this with a lot of Muslims because I mean, you guys know the word halal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we actually have that in our religion too, but we don't really say halal, but it's a little similar. Like upcoming, I mean, growing up in my country, I mean, we basically raise these animals, and at the end of the day, we have to, basically like sort of like in a way you're sacrificing this animal for the greater good.
Yes.
And there's a proper way to do it.
To feed the family.
Yeah, and so at the end of the day, you know where this came from. And then we actually, going back to when we were talking about the, our customs and traditions, and when it comes to this holiday, we also take real raw, like a veal or a goat meat, and we actually go into our neighbors and we give them raw meat. And that's just another way of, it's like, like an offering. And instead of buying presents, you give them meat. And I've actually seen this in many different countries, like, with certain friends of mine that I talk to. And it's pretty cool that how we have the same, way of our customs, and it's just pretty similar.
But that makes sense, though, right? It's like, I see, because like you're in a town where like what's needed is food, right? I killed an animal. I have extra meat because I don't know. We have five people in our family, and the extra meat there's gonna go back because there's probably no refrigerators.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. And then you take that meat and they say, hey, I'm gonna take it to my neighbor because my neighbor made it. Offer it to them.
There you go.
Right. Because if you went over with a PlayStation over there, and be like, well, what do I need a PlayStation for? Right.
What a perfect example. You have raw meat and PlayStation.
But if it's the PlayStation 5, you take it because then you can sell it on eBay and then buy a couple cows.
Exactly. Buy a couple cows.
Man.
But yeah, that's really it.
Can we at one point talk about the PlayStation fiasco that happened? The PlayStation 2 or the PlayStation 3?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was one of the Christmases a long time ago. I think it was the PlayStation 3.
Let's not go there.
Oh yeah.
Well, talking about that one time we all had to like camp out in front of the store and buy a bunch of PlayStations just because they were pretty hot off the like you had to be the first ones to get it. And if you had to actually you sold it again and
eBay.
And we got ripped off.
You guys got your asses handed to you.
That's like the first time when fishing was so cool and legal somehow.
Yeah, scamming, right?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't remember this, but maybe we talk about it and maybe it'll jog my memory. I think we're way over time, but thank you again. Thanks, Hakim.
Hey, that's what I do.
Daniel, Hota. You guys have a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas,
to everyone listening.
Happy holidays.
What's another holiday? Hanukkah?
Hanukkah passed.
How do you say that?
Happy
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah ended.
There's another one.
Kwanzaa, there's Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Well, we'll have another
I
episode
guess
before
in
New Year's.
America we just say Happy Holidays, right?
Happy holidays.
And that
To
means,
just
whatever,
everybody.
whatever holiday you're celebrating.
I don't care what you are. Just happy holidays. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Good night,
Merry
sweeties.
Christmas.